The canopy of existence rested upon the pole of justice and not of forgiveness. And the life of mankind dependeth on justice and not on forgiveness.
That's how we have universal justice.
Yeah. Small wonder, therefore. And he says what? The sun of justice risen above the horizon. In the such justice has been laid as no mind had from the beginning of creation conceived. If you pay attention to the laws of the Akdas and the condition of the world, I promise you, you will want to lit a fire in the middle of the room and dance around it. It makes you so happy. It is amazing, amazing amount of freedom for mankind that God has finally instituted for us and given us, all right? So I'll give you one quick example. Just lifting the ban from marrying people of other religions and having your own choice, and no one allowed to arrange a marriage for you and allowed to marry of people of any color, creed, or whatever. Your job is to pay attention to their character, yeah? So you won't be miserable 2 years after. Your job is just to pay. Can you imagine what amount of burdens it has lifted out of human societies? Those of you who are sitting in the subcontinent should really, really appreciate just that law for how much change that has brought to our lives. It's amazing. This was not done until Baha'u'llah, right? Even in the true scriptures, we were not allowed to go too far because that's what the human condition was, and it wasn't possible for us to live that way. And those created barriers, yeah? So any of those, when you actually truly look at the condition of the world and see the laws of Baha'u'llah, it literally, I mean, it just uplifts your soul. It's amazing stuff. All right. Small wonder.
Many people get jobless. Because of this law, many people got jobless.
because of marrying?
Yeah, arranged marriage. Arranged marriage.
Oh yeah. I mean, parents are not allowed, right? When Ocean first came, I made a teaching trip to Pakistan, and I was introducing them because now you could search the writings. That was the first time. I mean, there were some small programs before, but that was the first one that allowed you to search the whole of the writings. And I asked the ABM, and they gathered all the youth in the city and all that, and I was in the Baha'i Center, and I purposefully picked up this topic. And you could see the parents in the back seats just going really uneasy, right? So because I was telling the youth, I was like, do you know Baha'u'llah disallows your parents to arrange marriage to you? Because this is a huge issue in Asia, by the way, for Alicia or anybody else who doesn't know, especially in subcontinent. This is a huge, like, it's a disease pretty much, all right? Like parents will sacrifice their children on the altar of this thing. And Arabs themselves are pretty bad on that too. So I told them, I was like, Baha'u'llah forbade that. Like, your parents cannot arrange marriages for you, not allowed at all, to such a degree that they can't even suggest that anybody for you, right? Now the Persians, of course, have created a loophole, and they make the uncles and aunties do that, but notwithstanding the fact that nobody's allowed that, right? Nobody's allowed that. So you as an individual, grown-up person, your responsibility is to check out without romance anybody's character that you're interested in. Make sure that this is somebody you want to see yourself 40 years out. You decide what is happening. You actually propose each other and decide to get married, and then you go to your parents and ask them permission. Now, without their permission, you can get married, and that's where the check and balance have been made between you can discard your parents, but your parents cannot abuse you either. Make sense? It's a huge thing in certain cultures, to such a degree that Baha'is in those cultures still don't quite get it and not being able to move forward with this thing. But if every Baha'i had implemented this law, this thing alone, you would have amazing marriages, right? Because in the West, what we do have the right to do this, but we don't really pay attention to what needs to be done. So both ends are suffering for one reason or the other. Here it's like, oh, you jump into romance. Romance causes you to, get attached to the person. Now you're seeing their problems. You don't want to walk away because it hurts you. So you get into wrong decisions, and then guess what? Yeah, it's happening left and right everywhere. If we paid attention to the writings for how much enlightenment they have brought, and how much of all the stuff that was choking us has been cut out, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing life.